It's This Week in Bourbon, and the small things become banana land when you get older. And here's your headlines for September 19th, 2025. The 2025 Van Winkle lineup has been announced. 2XO has released its first rye whiskey, and Penelope Bourbon has partnered with FCancer for 2 limited edition whiskeys. But before we get started, here's a quick word from our partners. Everybody, welcome back. It's This Week in Bourbon.
Another glorious week.
Another glorious week. You know, this is even though we're talking about doing all stuff this week in bourbon, there's a lot of stuff that we talked about last week, or maybe even a couple weeks ago, finally came full circle as we recorded a bunch of whiskey quickies yesterday, and it was all the heavy hitters going into the release season.
Yes, all the highly allocated LTOs, I can't call them that, but anyways,
except Antique Collection. That's the only one we haven't done yet.
Yeah, we haven't gotten sent those, but yeah, there's some really good ones, some average ones, so yeah, you'll get to see that on our whiskey quickies.
Exactly. And so the opening today, I said Banana Land. There's this guy that I've been following, and his name's Josh, but it's like JAWSH, like Josh.
Okay.
And so he's very much like, whoa, man. But all of his videos,
like a stoner.
Yeah, pretty much. But all of his videos are just like, he's like, man, things just hit a lot better when you get older. So this is the one that is probably his most famous one right now. So here we go.
Dude, what is it about getting older that like a crispy morning is just fire? like you wake up and it's like 60 degrees. It's just crispy out, dude. And if you throw a crispy leaf under the foot too, dude, that's Banana Land, baby. I'm there all day. It's fucking dynamite, dude. Dude, what is it?
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Starting his day off some Michters.
Oh, maybe. But he's got another one. He's like, oh, the garage fridge just hits so hard when you're in your 30s. He's just like, there's nothing more metal than just pulling out a cold one out of the garage fridge.
That's good. I'm going to have to follow him.
Yeah, it's fun.
Is he on Instagram or just TikTok? I'm
sure he's probably on Instagram. Right now, everybody that was either on TikTok is moving to Instagram and vice versa. So who knows? We'll see. My thought that TikTok was going to go bigger and better and bolder than whatever had been before. I don't think that is going to come true potentially this year. As much as I have faith in TikTok, and by the way, in regards of like general consumerism, yes. In regards of making it for the whiskey industry,
yeah,
maybe not so much.
Yeah, because it seems like they're asking people to stop posting stuff about alcohol and stuff, right?
Well, it's not that. It's just, it just gets buried.
Yeah.
That's the only thing about it. I mean, it's they try to promote everything healthy lifestyle or fun or whatever. And obviously booze is fun. Don't be wrong, but it doesn't.
I guess the exception is Cutwater.
Yeah. So every once in a while, you'll slide in there and you'll make a heavy hit out of it. But yeah, for some reason, I think it's just one thing that isn't catching on in 2025, but fear not, we still have a whole Q4 to go still.
Yeah. Time to catch up.
All right. You want to go through some whiskey news?
Hey, I'm so ready.
Okay. There's not a whole lot to go through, at least inside the whiskey news. There's a lot more bourbon release news as we kind of get through here. But
be expected.
Yes. But here we go. Let's talk about some bourbon industry news here. So Bourbon with Heart, you probably know them. They've done a whole lot of charity things, at least here in Louisville, where people would paint barrels or paint barrel heads and stuff like that. But they're going to raffle off 10 prize packages that include a hand-painted barrel by a Kentucky artist and a bottle of Michter's 10-year Kentucky bourbon.
Ooh.
Proceeds from the raffle will support Bourbon with a Heart's mission to raise awareness around surrounding Kentucky's art community and provide Kentuckians with better access to first-class arts experiences and so on and so forth. The raffle will showcase Bourbon with a Heart's Kentucky Bourbon Festival art exhibit, and each ticket that is sold as a part of this will actually go to the vote of the favorite 10 pieces. The artist with the most votes will receive $500, and with an additional $500 awarded to the nonprofit of their choice. The raffle is also presented in partnership with our good friends over at Give 270.
Oh, very cool. Well, the gateway to my heart is Michter's 10. So
throw a raffle in there. You might as well.
I know. I wonder if the artist that wins and they get to pick the cherry of choice, where they're like, are you guys going to give it back to us, or are you going to pick something different?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd keep it. I'll keep everything.
Heartless.
Kenny's got a black bourbon with heart.
That's right.
That's kind of what it is there. All right. And our last one, as we talk about, I didn't talk about this because we'd already mentioned on the news, but the Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame had all their inductions this past week, which was a lot of different people. But we had talked about it on the past of when the nominations and whoever was coming out. But congratulations to everybody.
When did we talk about it?
It had to been like weeks or months ago.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, because it was Mary Dowling, Chris Morris, and some other folks like that. Yeah, so they had already gotten their This Week in Bourbon press.
Oh, well, you don't get 2 weeks.
You don't get 2 weeks until either myself, Ryan, or Fred become part of it. Then it'll be
when is the inauguration, or when is the actual?
They just had it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they have officially been inducted at this point.
Got it. Well, congratulations.
It's like any good news cycle, right? It's like you announce it and then you build up the hype and you announce it some more. And then once it happens, it's like, okay, now you get the invite. You got to announce the invite about where it's going to be at. Now we're going to announce that it's going to be in a live stream. You got to go announce that. And then, and so it's just, they did a good job of getting their press coverage out of it.
I went to one a few years ago. It was when like Cave, Andrea, and I'm forgetting who else. But anyways, Chad McCoy. But it was pretty cool to see it live because you're just like, wow, these people have really helped build the industry,
They have nothing else better to do, dude.
Well, no.
Just kidding.
There's Heartless Kenny again.
I'm just kidding.
But it is pretty cool. And like, it's like, man, it'd be cool to one day be up there. Like, well, you helped build the industry.
We got to do a lot more than that.
Oh, I know.
Oh, there's too much. I mean, I guess what we have to do is we should probably look and be like, who was the least qualified person to be in here? And if we can be above that, then maybe
don't talk about that on air. Especially since we're streaming.
Well, we'll do somebody that's because they do bring in people that become Hall of Famers, but they haven't been in the industry in like 50 years because they've been passed away, right?
Or retired.
Yeah. So I think, not to speak ill will of the dead, but there's
gosh, you're really playing this heartless Kenny today.
Okay, maybe I just don't.
Who pissed in your cereal this morning?
I don't want the ghost of KBF past coming haunt me at night, knowing that Christmas is around the corner. It's gonna be Mary Dowling in chains gonna come visit me.
Yep. Get a box of coal.
Yeah, maybe something like that. All right, and then so as I got totally sidetracked right there, but the Kentucky Bourbon Festival will be offering an exclusive raffle with 2 lots of its 2025 KBF Single Barrels Select Distillers Row Series. So each lot contains 17 hand-selected bottles of bourbon and probably 1 bottle of rye in there from yours truly. Raffle tickets are going to be $100 each. There's going to be 500 chances available. The raffle runs from September 4th through October 3rd. The winners will be drawn on October 4th, and this goes back into their supporting the KBF as a 501c nonprofit.
That's pretty cool. Prize package.
Yeah, so 34. So I guess 2 winners, 34 different bottles in total.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Which would make sense. There's at least that were a part of Kentucky Bourbon Festival that had single barrel picks.
Yeah,
you get to see it. Our good friends from the Bourbon Fest at least picking a new single barrel 2 to 3 times a week.
Gosh, I know. They were busy
for the months leading up to it.
Yeah, I'm surprised it's only 34 because there's like 70, 80 different vendors there.
I don't know. Maybe there won't be a bottle of rye in there. Maybe it's just people that didn't sell out. Oh, see, that could be it too.
No, I think we had to give one. I think we had to donate one.
Did
Sarah,
we?
I think Sarah asked us for that. But
us and our donations, we're too good.
Gosh,
I'm just kidding. I knew I was doing that on purpose.
I need a new co-host.
I was doing that on purpose. Hey, I'm not as heartless as you seem.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm not suggesting you're displaying it.
Yeah, well, I do have, Blackheart would probably be my pirate name if it came down to it.
It's your festival name.
Is that what it is? Kenny Blackheart.
Yep.
Yar, matey. All right, that is going to do it. That's all the bourbon news. Told you it was short. I know, but stick around. As usual, bourbon release news coming up. Hey, everybody, welcome back. It is bourbon release news time. And the first one is the big headline. What would you get to be? You don't get to be disappointed for it. The days of hunting have becoming a lot different. So getting your hands on a Van Winkle a lot different now than what it has been in a couple past years, but we'll talk about that here in a second. But Old Van Winkle Distillery and Buffalo Trace have announced the 2025 release of the Van Winkle Whiskey Collection. This annual offering showcases the family's renowned wheated bourbon and rye recipes across 6 expressions. You get the 10, the 12, the rye 13 year, the Pappy 15, 20, and 23. But in honor of this year's release, one rare bottle of Old Rip Van Winkle 25-year-old that was recently rediscovered at the distillery will be included in the Legacy des Forges National Bourbon Heritage Month auction starting on September 10th.
That's the one, decanter?
It is.
Yeah.
Well, decanter, I mean, it's just a glass. If you talk about the glass decanter, yeah, that one. It's not like a bowling pin or anything. Anyway, this is going to be featured in 8 curated lots in total, and you get direct access to things like an OFC 2006 and then some other like Colonel E.H. Distillers Council and a Stag single barrel pick. But anyway, there you go. Van Winkle.
Van Winkle.
Coming soon.
Line up.
I don't think you can line up anymore.
Well, in the lottery, whatever.
Yeah, I'd say lotteries at best. I'd love to understand. I haven't talked to a lot of liquor stores in recent time, at least in the past couple of years. It's kind of figure out what have they changed over the years in regards of distribution and handing this out. Is it still going to the same, their favorites, or is it starting to go back and forth into, let's add this to lotteries?
I think the big chains still do lotteries and raffles and
Yeah.
stuff. I know some stores, if you can, they do like the point system. Like everything you buy like throughout the year gives you points, and then if you have so many points, you qualify to buy, those and whatnot.
So there's a good and a bad with that. One, it's good because it does give loyal shoppers a chance to be able to do that. The only bad part about it is, and I only know this because I've got friends that are part of what's the Total Wine, the Grand whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've never been it because I can't purchase that much. However, people that do party planning, that buy stuff for catering, for events, I mean, they're racking up $10,000 a month. Yeah, $10,000 a month in there. So you can't compete with that.
No, it's like
nor I, nor the C.
It's like our good buddy Blake with Amex points,
Yeah,
all the shipping.
He figured that one out.
Just part of the system.
Yeah. But no, I'd love to be able to hear if there's something interesting nowadays. What's the guys out of South Carolina that Southern Wine Spirits, I think. Something like that. They consider themselves the second best liquor store around.
Yes.
Yeah, I've watched a lot of their videos.
And they do. The bag.
Yes, the paper bags where, it's a lottery, but then it's a blind lottery.
Yeah.
So you win.
But then you got to select the right bag.
Yeah, then there'll be 20 bags in front of you, and you might get lucky. You might end up.
I think they did that at Bourbon Fest at Evergreen. They recreated. They partnered with Evergreen, and apparently it was like mayhem. There was like so many people.
Oh,
and you know
good.
how small that it's not small, but it's tight in that
Yes.
it's a long shotgun style building, and apparently it was just jam packed in there, and they had
awesome.
some cool. Yeah, apparently it went really well. A lot of people showed up.
Yeah, I like that. I like the double blind. It's kind of fun.
That's fun
because even though you're not picked first, you still have a chance.
That's right.
Yeah. But even if you are picked first, you're like, damn it, I had the
I got all the pressure.
I know. Well, it's not that. It's like the one time you win something, you maybe don't win something.
Yeah.
I think that's the hard part about them. All right, let's keep going here. Let's talk about a good friend, David Jennings, over at Rarebird 101, because he's going to be releasing something new with Caleb's Crossing Whiskey Company, and they're releasing their Caleb Crossing Straight Bourbon and Rye Blend. And this whiskey features a combination of 7-year-old Kentucky Straight Bourbon, a 12-year-old Indiana Rye, and these are bottled uncut at 114.6. The bourbon was distilled in Owensboro, Kentucky, and historic clay-tiled rickhouses. I'm assuming that's Green River, if I had to guess.
Kentucky Gentleman, her tavern.
Oh, yeah, perfect. I'm a big fan of Kentucky Tavern over there. And, of course, the rye was in MGP, Lawrenceburg, Indiana. This will be available for suggested retail price of pretty exact here, $121.99.
Oh. Well, I'm pretty sure the first Caleb's Crossing was a Pinot de Chiron finish, and that one was amazing. And I've loved his Raconteur releases. He's done a great job. He's a good friend of ours, but really happy for him. I'm excited. Brew Rise can be, done really well, or kind of just be like, it's kind of weird. But knowing David, I'm sure it's really good. So
Have you put that into our spreadsheet of when we're going to come out with our boo rye?
I got it.
We just got to figure it. We do need to have a sitting planning like roadmap for the next 2 to 3 years to figure out like what the hell we're going to
It's in my
doing.
ideas. I
Yeah,
just gotta,
that's the problem. We got to put those ideas on some sort of digital.
well, they are.
paper.
They're in Trello.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind then. You're doing a great job.
They're all on there. I keep track of it all.
All right. So we just need to actually sit down and plan.
I already have.
Point two.
I know how I'm going to execute it. I just need time.
Okay. Well, we don't have that.
I know.
So we got to find somebody else.
You know, Ms. Nars coming out. I got already Q4's release coming out.
I know. That's
I got Q1 working on. It's in the oven.
good for you.
I know.
What about Q2 and Q3 and Q4? I'm just
Well, Q2 could be the boo rye. We'll see.
We'll see. There's a lot of things to still do over here. All right, let's keep talking here. So 2XO, they have released their
Could
first.
be 2 oaked.
It could be. It is. It's twice oaked. They're releasing their first ever rye whiskey. It's called the White Oak Rye as the newest addition to its oak series. This whiskey joins the brand's existing American oak and French oak bourbons, created by, of course, master blender Dixon Dedman, known for his work in Kentucky Ale. White Oak Rye features a bold 95% rye mash bill, which is kind of what everybody uses, going through his double oak technique, where he uses charred American white oak. It says to do that. It says he's added. Where additional charred American white oak is added to the barrels. All right.
Mhm.
So make sure we know that what we're saying about it is correct. White Oak Rye is now available in select states online with an SRP of just $50.
Nice. So I guess that I really like his French oak. They have the American oak, French oak that are in that $50, and then you have the 2XO with the different blend releases that are a little bit more pricier. But I'm a huge fan of the French oak one. And I didn't Dixon's like first or second release of Kentucky Out Rye might be one of my favorite ryes ever. It was so good.
Oh, it was the first.
First.
It was definitely the first.
Yeah. So he knows his rye whiskey.
I might have like a couple of those still stashed away.
Oh, do you really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Dang. Might show up.
Remember
one day.
remember when we all called it our whiskey of the year?
Yeah.
God, it had to been 7-8 years ago.
Yeah. 2016, 2017,
Man.
probably.
Man, I got
It was good.
I need to do
So good.
I need to do something with this collection of mine. It's just sitting down there aging. Gotta get the dust off of it.
Yep.
All right, so this is going to be a fun one. So Liberty Pull Spirits and Dad Hat Rye, they're releasing a one-of-a-kind collaboration blend. Distillery-only bottling brings together two carefully selected barrels representing the pinnacle of each of its house's craftsmanship. This rye is coming soon to both distilleries, offered exclusively on-site for a price tag of $80 per bottle. It's bottled at 119.6 proof, and it's going to showcase a 4-year, 7-month-old barrel from Liberty Pull and a 6-year, 4-month barrel from Dad's Hat. In early 2025, the two distilleries decided to collaborate and swap 3 barrels each and independently began blending trials using 1 barrel from each distillery, and both teams landed on the exact same 2-barrel blend.
Wow.
Bottles,
That's cool.
Yep. They're going to be available exclusively at each of the respective distilleries.
That's fun. I like collabs.
Yeah. We don't really hear about this too often, so I'd like to see more of this happen.
Yeah. We might have a collab soon.
Okay. Is it in Trello?
That one is not in Trello.
I'm just kidding with
Yeah.
you. All right. So Brothers Bond, they're launching a newest portfolio expression called Regenerative Grain New Batch Bourbon. This is going nationwide on September 16th.
It's a mouthful.
It sure is. It's crafted from grains grown using regenerative agriculture. And this release builds on the brand's commitment to produce bourbon that restores soil health, promotes biodiversity, and supports farming communities. The new bourbon is accompanied by a portfolio-wide packaging redesign that delivers a stronger shelf visibility, refined luxury cues, and a lower carbon footprint using U.S.-made glass.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think they're getting that from, I think they partnered with Statesville. I think that's their name, Statesville.
Oh, yeah.
Southern Spirits.
Well, you said Southern's like Paragon. That's like their weeded bourbon.
Southern, Southern Spirits, but they rebranded as Statesville.
Statesville Contracting. Yeah.
Which I love their whiskey. I think they're making some really good stuff out of North Carolina. But I think that's who they partnered with on it. But I was in Denver's airport and I was at like Starbucks and I saw like Brothers Bond, like POS, on the table, like to get cocktails. And so I'm like, damn, they're like everywhere.
They're definitely trying to go big. I mean, they went international. I think
Yeah,
they're in
they're
all
hitting
50
up
states.
India.
Yeah, they're trying to do all that. I feel like they're trying to take a playbook out of Uncle Nearest. Not the bad part, but as in like how wide and how fast can we go?
Yeah.
Because they have stocks available. I'm assuming they want to position themselves as a good acquisition target. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be the thing that I'm thinking of. So
That would make sense. But the cool thing about them is they actually like, they're not just a celebrity brand. They're like pretty involved. There's a great Park Street, which is a industry like resource. They have a podcast, and there's a great episode with the CEO of Brothers Bond.
There's more podcasts about whiskey than just ours.
That's right.
Get out of
It's
town.
more like, insider industry in the spirits industry, but the CEO of Brothers Bond, it's a fascinating story. You should check it out. It's really good.
Well, give me the quick elevator pitch. What was it about?
I mean, it's about Ian and I can't remember the other name. I know they're summer holders or whatever.
Yeah.
But basically they are, they finance most of it. They have outside investment now, but essentially like they're picking all the barrels, doing all the blends. They are out going and doing the GSMs, working with distributors.
They're doing the
Like,
GSMs?
Yeah. They're doing
wow.
like all the work, all the legwork to build a brand. And so, that's really reduced down. It's like an hour conversation, but it was pretty fascinating hearing from the CEO, like how involved they are with the actual brand. I was like, oh, they do shit like we do.
Yeah. No one's above doing a bottle signing at a
That's
liquor
right.
store.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we come.
And they do talk about that. Like, how can we build a brand, like, not just based on our fans? Like, how can we push past, like, okay, obviously people are going to show up for them at, liquor stores when they show up to sign, but how can we get repeat customers or, customers outside of just knowing them for the Vampire Diaries?
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like us. It's like, we have people that buy our whiskeys. They know us about, the amazing Bourbon Pursuit podcast, but we've got to reach people beyond that.
That's right.
I mean, granted, we're not as big
There's
as
a lot of consumers out there.
we're not as big as Vampire Diaries, but
Not even close.
we are going to have podcaster diaries.
That's right. I'm writing in mine tonight.
Is that what it is?
Yep.
Dear Diary. Kenny said a bunch of dumb shit again today.
Kenny says he doesn't like charities. How do I respond to this?
His heart's as black as his beard right now.
Yes, that's right. I'm jealous. Growing a beard out and he's got no grays hardly.
Did it in time just to make you look bad.
I know.
All right, let's keep going here. So Rolling Fork Spirits has released the 4th batch of its limited edition Bourbon Deluxe series. It's a rum cask finished bourbon. Go figure. Didn't expect that one to come. But this is the first time the company has used its rum cask for a bourbon release. Batch 4 is a blend of 4 barrels of 7-year-old Kentucky bourbon, which were finished in Rolling Fork rum casks. It's bottled at 111 proof. And according to co-founder Jordan Morris, the goal was to create a summer bourbon with a lighter profile. Fewer than 1,200 bottles will be available with a retail price of $65.
Yeah, Turner came in, was it last week? Brought this in.
It
And
was like Friday last week.
and normally rum finished bourbons I've been let down so many times, but this one was actually really good.
Yeah,
It was really
It
balanced.
was great.
It was crushable.
Yeah. So congratulations to all of them. It's the coolest brand. And by the way, if you ever want to hear a really awesome story, make sure you go and listen to Turner's podcast that we did with him, because he talks about, he's a descendant of Basil Hayden. His whole family ended up owning the old Granddad label at one point, and now he was able to, I don't know. I mean, I think we talked about how he got the label back from Beam on Bourbon Deluxe, but it's a great story.
Yeah.
So here's a kind of an interesting one, I guess, on flavored whiskey news. Chattanooga Whiskey has announced batch 45, which is called Cola.
I saw this.
And not like cola, but like koala with a K. So it's Kola. The newest release in its award-winning experimental single batch series. Limited to just 7 barrels, this bourbon liqueur was infused with a blend of all natural ingredients, including real cola nut, fresh citrus peel, sarsaparilla,
Something like that.
Okay, anyway, and a whole vanilla bean. just one bean. No, I'm just kidding. But it is whole vanilla beans. The whiskey was then infused with nearly 200 pounds of 10 hand-selected botanicals for over a week. After the addition of real cane sugar, the liqueur is minimally filtered and bottled at 90 proof. Batch 45 cola infused will be available at the experimental distillery, and it's going to be $50 for a 750 ml.
I know. I saw this and I was like, damn, they beat me to my cheer while I'm finished.
Well, it's not Coca-Cola.
Well, I know.
This is like adding botanicals to whiskey and finding something
that resembles cola.
Yeah, and it's all natural ingredients. Obviously, Coca-Cola is not what I would consider a natural ingredient.
We'll do a poppy one or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Or Olipop.
Yeah, we're gonna crush strawberries.
This is good for your gut and your buzz.
There you go. See, it's a twofer.
But huge fan. They came out with the limoncello and then the limoncello last year. It was awesome.
They've got a whole lot of stuff in the works over there. I would be interested to find out what day happens when they're just like, okay, we've done a lot.
Got to be consistent.
Yeah. Well, consistency is the hard part around here. That's for sure.
Yep.
All right. Keep going. We got two more here. Another one is Frey Ranch. They're releasing a highly anticipated Harvester series, which is called their Second Harvest. And this is coming on September 26th. This ultra premium limited edition wheat whiskey highlights the estate-grown grains cultivated and harvested purely on the farm there in Nevada. Around 600 numbered bottles will be available, and Second Harvest is a blend of predominantly 100% wheat whiskey. And the bottle will feature a vintage tractor topper made from 100% recycled metal and silo-inspired packaging. The online lottery will be held to purchase 333 of these bottles, with the remaining available at their tasting room and select retailers.
I want to see that topper because their topper's already like...
Yeah, I know. It's like a pog slammer.
Yeah, it'd be an intense pog slammer. But
you do that. You can, if you dropped it maybe 5 stories high, you might take somebody out, but you would sure leave a dent in their skull.
Oh gosh. Yeah, it would hurt. You could definitely, especially if you had jagged edges like of a tractor, just whop it at somebody.
Oh man. Now you're
putting a slingshot, definitely takes somebody out.
Slingshot. You'd be like from oh gosh, what was it? Is it like Little Rascals or is it like Dennis the Menace?
Dennis the Menace.
Yeah, he's got his slingshot out and just like whooping people with it.
Yep.
All right, our last one here is that Penelope Bourbon. They have partnered with the nonprofit FCancer to release 2 limited edition whiskeys, the FCancer blend and the FCancer barrel strength blend. Penelope Bourbon and its retail partner Shared Pour plan to donate a combined $500,000 to the organization. The FCancer blend is bottled at 94 proof, suggested retail price of $80. Approximately 10,000 cases will be shipped nationwide in September. The barrel strength version is bottled at 114.6 proof and will be available exclusively online at sharedpour.com for $100 beginning in October. Both bottles will feature a QR code allowing customers to make additional personal donations. And this partnership was initiated by Penelope Bourbon's Tennessee State Manager Brian Ayton, or Otten, I'm sorry if I messed that up, Brian, in honor of his wife who passed away from cancer. A live fundraising event headlined by country musician William Beckman will be held in Austin, Texas on October 29th to celebrate the product launch and raise further awareness.
Very cool. Yeah, it's been a very popular cause and release, but yeah, cancer has affected everyone, in this world. So yeah, it's a shitty disease, and hopefully things like this help fund research that you can manage it, deal with it better, and find cures for it. So very cool.
So there was a one with like Dr. Ulysses Wu when we did this one on health and cancers and drinking. And I think he said there's somewhere around 500,000 different kinds of cancers. And I was just like, well, that's going to be a lot of money for research to go and start there.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is. I had no idea. But then again, not a doctor.
No. Thanks for giving me anxiety.
Yeah. If you didn't have 500,000 other reasons to worry about something today, well, now you do.
There you go.
There you go. Kenny Blackheart signing off.
Thanks a lot, Kenny. Always leading with positivity.
We try over here. But that's going to do it for This Week in Bourbon. Cheers, everybody. We will see you next time.
Toodles.